Good evening, my name is Swapnali. Welcome to today's highlights of Speed News Live 24. Let's have a quick look on today's highlights. Myanmar security forces shot and killed 9 people during protest against the military coup on Wednesday. Witness and media reported a day after a regional diplomatic push to end a month-long crisis made little headway. Doors are being opened for talented youth in several sectors such as space, atomic energy and agricultural, as limiting knowledge and research is a big injustice to the country's potential, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Wednesday. The Supreme Court of India on Tuesday observed that a woman is not a cattle to be forced to live with her husband. The top court was hearing a case where a man sought an order from the court to his spouse to start living with him again. Twitter announced a social experience called Twitter Spaces in private beta bank in December last year. It was an effort to introduce live audio chat rooms to its users, a lot of whom were hoping a clubhouse. Now the company has announced that it is opening up a Twitter Spaces for all Android users too. At least 10 rockets targeted a military base in western Iraq that hosts US-led coalition troops on Wednesday. The coalition and the Iraqi military said it was not immediately known if there were any casualties. The Delhi High Court on Wednesday sought response of a Ministry of Education on a plea seeking compact action against the authorities for not taking decision on extension of a free education under the Right to Education Act to children of EWC even after attaining 14 years of age. Stop extremists urge a red billboard in a quiet village outside of Zurich above an image of a scrolling woman wearing a black headscarf and a face veil. The billboard is a part of a campaign by the far-right Swiss People's Party to ban face coverings in the public. Kuldeep Yadav has been dealt a few rough hands over the last couple of years. The India wrist spinner went over 2 years without playing a test match for India before his wait finally ended when he was included in a playing 10 of the second test match against England. A Delhi court has discharged 2 men accused of shooting a man during a northeast Delhi riots in February last year, while quoting from Russian classic Crime and Punishment. The World Bank is preparing emergency financing to help about 30 African countries access COVID-19 vaccines, the global leader told retrievers, as the continent scrambles to screw doses and start immunising vulnerable groups. As the number of Western lawmakers accusing China of genocide grows, Beijing is focusing on discrediting Yule witnessed behind the recent report of a sexual abuse, reported FR24 News. An episode of BBC Asian Network's Big Debate radio show has been drawing flack on social media after a speaker on the show spoke impolite words against the mother of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party's national convener Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday said that the Bharatiya Janata Party has failed to govern the municipal corporations in Delhi. The European Union is still months away from issuing COVID-19 immunity certificates, raising the risk of another lost tourism season for the bloc aviation and hospitality industries. The Islamic State group claimed responsibilities for killing of 3 women working for a local radio and TV stations in the eastern Afghanistan. The latest in a Skype is targeted killing across the war-torn country. India Test Vice Captain Ajinkya Rahane on Tuesday stated that the Indian Premier League has given several Indian and overseas players a platform to express themselves. While it is every citizen's duty to pay their taxes in a full and on time, there is an obligation to save. The government in the form of a tax deduction encourages taxpayers to save something for a rainy day. Hello and welcome. The third T20 between the New Zealand and Australia that is being played at the Wellington's Wagpack Stadium With the New Zealand ahead 2-0, Australia need to win this one in order to stay alive in tournament. Turkey has stopped insulting France and the European Union, providing some reassurance, but ties will remain fragile until it takes a concerted action, France Foreign Minister said. Civilization Minister Hardeep Singh Puri and his wife Lakshmi was administered their first shots of the vaccine against the coronavirus disease on Wednesday, the third day of the second phase of India vaccination derived against the pandemic. With this, we end up with today's highlights. Thank you.
तर अशाच ताज्या अपडेट्ससाठी स्पीड न्यूज लाईव्ह 24 चॅनेलला सबस्क्राईब करा आणि बेल आयकॉनवर प्रेस करा.